I love starting with edited.
I know. Black Lou's a man of God. Only clean versions.
Sorry, guys. We're clean today. No cussing. All day.
Clean all day.
Clean all day.
No way, dude. That was our guest.
Yep. I don't care. He can cuss. We can't.
Oh, like what in the heck and stuff?
Yeah,
like, man,
dude.
this is freaking awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll try.
Okay, and then I know I'm gonna blow it, but let's just see how long we can go. No cussing day.
Once steel's broke, though, it's broke.
For you.
For the other person has to keep going.
Yeah, until you break.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is a test against yourself. Black Lou, Jacob, you're both involved.
How did Howard Stern do it terrestrial for so long?
I don't know, but we're going to try. We're going to try to do it terrestrial.
We've never even had to play by those rules. Well, I mean, you did, but you didn't do like a 3-hour talk show.
No.
2-hour talk show.
No. And
so you could not curse on in-betweens.
But I still had that part of my brain. Mm-hmm. Maybe the first 2 years we did this show. By year 3 or 4, I've had to hit. Morning shows have hit the drop button on me. Like the dump button.
Oh, really?
Oh, because I just immediately go into like this mode.
Oh, I did it once on
take a seat. Buddy.
On a phone call.
Yeah.
A phoner. I curse because you just kind of forget where you're at. And I've never done it on air of a show. But I told you that was always the funniest thing to me when me and Cake Boss were on Preston and Steve.
Yeah.
And he said BS.
That's BS.
Huh?
He said he said at the actual BS.
Yeah, we're not cursing today.
Yeah, dude, it took me a second to catch up to it because I was like, oh, you mean I almost just committed the We're trying not to cuss today. We're not going to cuss.
That's our game we're playing.
You can cuss.
Everyone else, all you want. Filthy just sailor mouths.
It's filthy, bad words.
All the Fs.
All the Fs.
The S's.
Black Lou started the show with Annie up, but the edited version. So we've decided to be edited today.
It is, of course, the Bonfire Faction Talk, SiriusXM 103. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder, DJ Lou Witzke.
What do we say?
I don't know.
What do we say, Jacob?
Baller?
Baller? What do we say? Black Lou, what do we say?
I'm not really sure.
Do we tell this? Do we tell this?
He's out. He was planned to be out.
Do we tell what's going on?
I don't know.
I find it. Is it illegal?
I don't know.
I don't
think Lou's gonna give a shit, but
come on, man.
I think he will. By the way, I just want to say, first drop, nailed it.
Oh yeah, Feldman's gold.
Yeah.
Let me text him. I'll get his approval.
Yeah, get his approval.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, it's just yes. So we have, of course, Black Lou, our Black King, the Black Tiger, Lewis Johnson. Dude, DJ Lou's becoming obsolete.
We might not have to worry about us taking him out.
He's on the 1s and 2s. We got Jacob in the house. Christine's farting around somewhere.
She's not.
It's a good energy. It's different. You know, I'm not saying Lou's not great, but I mean, Lewis is really nailing it.
He is.
Yeah.
He also, like, because Lou's been doing it so long, he has a little bit of like this old horse shit. About it, where like look at Black Lou, look at Black Lou, he's so into it.
You just did it.
Oh, that's over for me.
Damn, we didn't even get through the intro.
You're doing great still.
Thanks, buddy.
I dropped an S.
I'm scared as S.
There's something fresh and exciting about the way Lewis is doing it right now.
Man, you're really stirring the pot, aren't you, Jacob?
Well, I hope we could tell what's going on with DJ Lou, because you might be here forever anyway.
He might be a permanent stepdad.
I want to introduce our guest we have sitting in the show. He's in town.
Yeah.
All the way from North Cackalack, everybody. It's a nice Gas Digital crossover here, because I want to get the full story from him, but I know he was not discovered by Lewis. That would be a lot of Colonel Tom Parker energy I'm giving him. But Lewis had a contest at one point, correct, where he was making a SoundCloud rapper.
That's right.
He was getting his first sound, and our guest was who won. He won the whole thing, correct? And is amazingly effing talented. I'm going back to keeping it clean.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you a mulligan. I'll give you one mulligan.
That's a drop?
Yeah. Drop shot.
I'll take it. It is the mega talented Crack Amico, everybody.
Do you want?
Where's the cheers, Black Lou? Is that a DJ Lou thing?
Man, also on the day that Black Lou's running the board as a white rapper, that was a tough sell. You sold him, dude.
I bombed already.
No, not at all.
You say he's got to prove himself to you?
Did Lewis was the prize money?
Well, first let me say I'm freaking excited to be here, guys.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
all right.
Absolutely.
He's keeping it
I'm
clean,
flipping
dude.
pumped.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
We're
way
on the
to
game.
go.
Christine, watch your pig mouth.
So, Christine, you didn't hear you were out of the room. We started with an edited song, so we're not cussing today.
Wait, you started with what song?
We started with Annie Up, but it was edited.
Oh,
So we're not cussing today on the show.
no cursing.
Well,
No
I already
cursing.
blew it.
But Jay gets a mulligan.
Is there a swear jar?
I really effed it up already.
I would do a swear jar. Let's do a swear jar. In case you do, it's $5 a swear.
5 a swear.
5 a swear.
It's a big swear. Where does it go?
In the middle.
DJ Lou's funeral fund? What did he say?
One of
Can
his-
we tell
one
the
of-
story?
One of his oxygen tanks.
Was he not answer? Was he already canoeing?
Can I call you Crack
didn't
or
answer yet.
can I call you Crack or would you prefer Mr. Amico?
Either one's fine.
Yeah. Do you want? Can we tell you the people your real name, or do you
Um,
want to go by Crack Amico? Do you want to stay
Crack
kayfabe?
Amico, dude.
I'm gonna stay crack.
You stay
For
kayfabe.
sure.
All right, I like
Yeah.
that. God, respect
For now,
that.
at
I
least.
do want to
Respect
ask.
the man that stays kayfabe.
I do want to ask. Crack Amico is obviously a name inspired by the Gas Digital World, Zach Amico, who we all love over here at the Bonfire, and that is. But did you? What was your name before that? Because you are far too talented to have started rapping for that contest.
Yeah, you didn't have like biofilm moment where they were like, "Hey, you know those zizzle zazzles you do? Those crazy sentences? Why don't you toss those out?" Inspired by the weak LA comedy scene.
Or was your name always Crack Amico, and then you saw a podcast where there was Zach Amico, and you go, "Well, that's meant to be."
This is kismet.
That's the thing. What was your name before that?
Well, I started rapping when I was like 14, and I'm not gonna say what my name is, but I went by Raw, which is my initials.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, did the shit for a minute. I was pretty popping in high school, and then kind of got into some drugs and drinking,
Okay.
and kind of fell off. Stopped doing music for a minute. Got really into podcasts. Of course, your guys' show, all the Gas Digital shit. I was a big Opie and Anthony fan, as I was telling Dan
Yeah.
on the way up here.
Did you walk away from music for a while? I mean, you said you were partying and stuff, but was it also like this isn't going anywhere? Were you like just kind of like giving up on it, like you were bummed, or it was just like you never thought it was going to go? Were you like making a hard push, and then it was like, fuck, man, so many walls. Damn it.
$5. we got to start putting.
Oh man,
I'll mark it. I'm gonna be a dork today. Sorry.
he said, yeah, nice. But please, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I was just kind of periodically in and out of it, and crazy shit happening in life, going to jail, drugs, all that shit.
You were in jail?
Quite a few times, yes.
Really?
What's
Yeah.
the longest? What's the longest you did?
The longest I was ever up in there was like probably 2 weeks.
Did you ever exchange letters with a lonely lady?
Nah.
Damn, dude.
Nah, it wasn't long enough
I thought
to
we
make
were.
that happen.
That'd been funny if we just find Shannon, her prison husband. And Shannon's like, he's right. Did you
Always
meet
looking for that
Shannon?
person-
Yeah, I tried to give her a shake today, and she actually opted for the hug, so there might be something there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can I tell you something? I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank
Well,
you, sir.
I think
Big
you're
fan
very.
of yours.
I think you're very talented. Would love if you married Shannon.
I'd love that.
I would love.
You're great. You're a great guy.
And then Lewis would
you got
have-
bad boy thing in you.
Yeah.
You've lived the life. I got to tell you, from watching 60 Days In, tell me if I'm wrong, because I still, jail looks like the scariest thing in the world to me, but I will say, I'm 3 seasons in. The beatings, especially the jumpings, what's like a gang of guys jumping a guy, it looks like it's almost all for show. They're not hitting him, but these aren't like put you down, knock a guy out fights. They're like a weird, like, it looks like the Proud Boys hazing for someone almost some way where they just like say 10 cereals and they slap you, like paw at you.
Or punch your body.
Nobody knows how to fight, it seems. Everyone gets in the weirdest stances to fight, but it looks like it's nonstop fighting. And you said your longest time in there was how long?
Probably about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I made bail every time. I've never done a bid. I've never done time. Just,
Yeah.
But even in 2 weeks, in like a jail,
Dude,
like you're in those pods or whatever they have.
the
or-
heart's pumping.
Oh, yeah.
You're put in there and you're like, that's got to be crazy. I've never been to jail, but
You're
I'm
a
saying
dog.
that.
You're
Yeah.
a dog, for sure. And one of the first times I ever got bail, it was after lights out, pitch black. I'm laying there looking at the ceiling like, God damn. And all of a sudden, we're sleeping on mats. That's how full the pods are.
Yeah. So you're just on the floor on a mat.
Sleeping on like a blue wrestling mat.
Yeah. It's like a church lock-in,
Yeah.
just with super dangerous people.
Yeah, with the opposite of church.
Yeah, the opposite of people who go to church, just a bunch of criminals that are like, hey, so we don't have anything between us. That's going to be a problem for you.
Yeah, so it was like pitch black, and all of a sudden, I'm kind of sleeping, kind of not, and my mat just starts sliding. under me,
no.
and I'm on the shit, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, it's going down. They're about to beat my ass. I don't know why. And then the lights turn on, and it's this like redneck dude who was dragging my mat, and he's like, "You just made bail."
Oh, really?
Oh, it was
And
like
I
a
was
fun.
like,
It was like a fun announcement. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you got me. He's like, huh? I had you scared. You can't do that. in
They
that
put a
moment.
bag over your head and take you out.
Yeah.
And then they take the bag off your head. You're in your own clothes outside. Like, oh.
Oh, this is how they get me out. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, you have to be so happy when you hear that. You're like, sweet.
Yeah, it was a
Well, immediately from
range of
going from like
emotions.
you're like we have goes up. All right, I gotta fight. Have you gotten any fights or physical shit in jail?
Nah, that actually
5.
never happened.
Nice.
Weirdly.
You said the S word.
What did I say?
You said the S word.
No.
Oh wait, me. I only have $4.
you don't- no,
guys.
you don't
I
have
can't-
to.
I can't do this.
You're
No,
not.
you're not held to the standard.
Yeah. In fact, we'll probably just give you the money at the end. So you want us to swear.
Okay, let's go.
That's $5. You said the S word, dude.
I'm in for a Tensky.
Yeah, you are. And I'm
gonna
watching
hit
out.
I'm gonna hit a ding every time someone curses.
All right, I'm marking it.
Thanks.
I got
Thanks, Black Lou.
Hey, dude.
And I'm gonna keep talking to Crack about his story, but we will say we did get the thumbs up from DJ Lou,
yeah,
which you'll appreciate this also, Crack. DJ, we get a terrified mess. I guess he reached out to you personally first, Jacob.
I think it was we have a producer's text thread, but I thought when I texted you, I thought it was the group thread.
Oh, okay, so we just get a text from Jacob at 1 p.m. It's like, and test today before you come in, and listen up, fellas, and test again on Wednesday. And I was like,
shit, dude.
it was like, yeah, but I was like, what happened? Did someone get COVID? I had no idea.
He goes, does someone have COVID? And then Witzky
Sent
sends an
meme.
emoji with the
Emoji,
hand
yeah.
up, like it's me. So now I immediately go like, oh shit, all right, we'll test. And then I go, oh, that actually sucks because DJ Lou's was planned to be out today because he is going
We
on,
made fun of him yesterday.
He's going on a pilgrimage to women with hairy armpits at a Pearl Jam show in Philly, Camden, right outside of Philly, and also a canoeing down the Delaware trip with his girlfriend. I go,
He's cool. Is he going to Pearl Jam still? Or is he just kayaking?
yes.
He's there.
He goes,
He's going to Pearl Jam.
but I go, oh, that sucks. So your trip's canceled? He goes, no way, bro. I'm going to tough it out.
Yeah, dude, I read
Then
that text.
Jacob checks me on the side and goes, tough it out? He goes, I bet the Pearl Jam fans are going to be stoked on that.
This is how he got it. Because some guy was like, I got to tough it out for Eddie on 9/11.
And he's going to, dude, I go, look, him and his girlfriend with limited lung capacity trying to take the Delaware with a picnic basket full of Hall's drops.
What, they're going to keep the mask on while they're kayaking?
Well, it's just going to be the two of them, so there's no point in that.
I'm saying it'd be funny if they did, though. They just
What a
left it on.
hilarious thing. Like, we got COVID, and we're just going to jam out. Who gives a fuck?
So, anyways, we're hoping to get there when the opener's wrapping up.
I don't even know if she has it.
Huh?
I don't even know if she has it.
Does she know that he has it?
She's Latino, dude. They always get it.
I'll tell you. I think.
Do you even know things about race, Jacob?
I think Witzky would be the kind of guy that's like, I didn't want to tell you. He just mysteriously has his mask on around.
If she doesn't know, it would be the funniest thing in the world.
Can we call her and ask her?
He's just coughing into her ear all night.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, baby.
Sorry, baby. Droplets.
What does 2 lines mean? Fucking Witzky.
We all tested negative.
Yeah. That'd have been funny if that's how we tell Crack Amico. We go, we're all.
He goes, anyway,
By the way,
dude.
this room is
Yeah,
live.
this is a bug party.
You got it shooting at you out of all of our mouths.
Welcome to the virus party.
Yeah.
No, DJ Lou is off. The only one with COVID on a vacation.
Going to.
She's my buddy.
He's he's going to the most crowded anywhere any of us are going.
Yeah, but it is all Pearl Jam fans, so serves him right. Am I right?
Thinning the herd so he can get closer to Eddie.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He's going to go up and breathe in everyone's ears.
I am the Highlander.
Look at be only one. Just a bunch of sweaty, shivery people.
He sounds terrible.
Does he?
Yeah, I just spoke to him to get the okay.
He goes, by the way, I go, well, you're not sick? I go, you're not sick? He goes, nah. Feels like a head cold and a bunch of body aches. I'm like, that's sick, dude.
It's bad.
He goes, dude, that guy loves Eddie Vedder. I can't think of a thing
Is there a thing?
I try to go. Of course.
Sixers.
No, I mean, like my daughter's wedding. Like I mask up and watch from you know what I mean? Like I find a way to be there.
Yeah,
in
just
some
lurk
way.
at a distance.
But I'm saying there's things I go to. It's not a fucking
Oh, I'd go way lower than my daughter's wedding.
Eagles Super Bowl. No way.
Yeah.
I'll fucking watch on TV.
Nope.
I still can see it.
Uh,
You go with COVID.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it to a Niners Super Bowl.
No.
You've already been there healthy. And
to
it sucked. Remember?
Yeah, it did.
Because
I'll
they
go to-
lost.
Yeah, I remember, Jay. I was there. I remember.
Crack, are you a Panthers fan?
Now that I'm in this room, I'm a Cowboys fan. Now that I made it in here,
Yeah, that's already fair. Cowboys fan. Well, you just won Black Lou's heart. Well, as soon as he sees these fucking songs, he's gonna really fall in love with you. I bet you guys have a complicated handshake by the end of the show.
That'd be great.
Thank you,
it's
Jacob.
rough for the Cowboys, bro. We got a long road ahead.
Absolutely.
Broken hand. You guys gonna try to steal Jimmy G from us, or at least
Cam
give us-
Newton, I heard maybe.
Cam
I heard
Newton.
Gardner Minshew.
That'd
Oh
be
yeah,
fun.
they were talking about getting him from Philly. But why would Philly give up their good backup
to their
to
rival.
a rival
He's
team?
mid.
There's no way.
He's a partier.
Yeah, he's
He'll bring back those '93 vibes
got a
with
sick mullet.
Irvin doing coke.
Minshew's got a sick mullet.
Yeah, he'd
does.
probably
Got
be
cool
more
hair.
more beer.
Oh yeah, you know he's definitely like a good old boy. So Philly is sort of the wrong place for him in that regard. It's not really a honky tonk in town. He looks like a guy who really likes like punch a cow and laugh, and crack a beer on his head. So crack. Is that our chairs?
Yeah, it's me. My bad. It's not a fart.
No, I thought it was your stomach or something, which I was worried about. So then you were rapping. You went into jail several times. When you got, what made you get back into the music?
Well, I got really into O&A. I had been an O&A fan for a minute, but I got really into Legion of Skanks, and then in turn Bonfire and the whole gas digital world and shit.
Hell yeah.
And that was pretty much what I had, just that content, what I looked forward to. I wasn't really doing music shit anymore. And then I happened to be listening to a particular real-ass podcast where they birthed the contest.
So that actually, so you were years removed from it
Damn, they
and
brought,
jumped back into it.
they brought you back in like a kung fu movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a big long beard. You were in a temple somewhere.
Some lady goes, "Hey, you might want to hear this." Yeah, doggy. Anyone that can do I'm getting a SoundCloud rapper. We're gonna name it after it.
Suck my dick, Shannon.
Yeah, they flew out
Oh.
to me, and I had a long beard and white hair, and they was like, "You're the only one who can do this."
Yeah.
He goes, hey, got a lot of thinking to do.
Must a good rapper.
So that's so fucking amazing that you came.
Oh,
Another
man.
one.
So much
Another
excitement.
one.
You're such a bad boy.
You know, Dan, you dork.
Hey, I'm just being.
You effing dork.
Hey, I'm just cool. One of us has got to get our FCC license by the end of this thing.
Yeah, no shit. Damn it. That's 4, dude.
No, you got 3.
No, I just said
Oh,
no
dude.
S. You missed one.
Oh man, you told on yourself.
How
Everyone
about
missed it.
the only curse word you can say is cunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good
Ding.
rule.
Okay.
I can only say one. I might be able to remember that.
I'll give you. Yeah.
And let's not count this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you give me the F word,
It's
let's
all
just
over
drop
the
it all
place.
day.
Yeah. The
S,
C word.
S is
Faggot?
too much. S is too much.
I think we give you the C word.
Yeah, I don't slurs. Yeah, slurs count. They would take out slurs on. They
Yeah,
would
you
take out
get
slurs on. They would beep that on Annie Up.
Exactly. If it's edited on Annie Up, it's
It's
edited in the
edited here.
studio.
If Annie Up says it, we're
If
here.
they couldn't say it, you can't say it.
So I want to play.
Except the C word.
While you're here, I want to play these 2 songs. They're not very long either, but they're amazing songs you did about comedy.
And I want to set this up. Are these the songs that won you the contest?
It was kind of like it had rounds. I had like
Okay.
a first submission. This was actually the one we're looking at. Bad Bitch and LA is Gay were both after I had won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So these were just on top of.
Yeah,
This was just.
Yeah, because you made videos. Did you edit it all yourself and everything?
I do.
Really?
The only part of my music I don't create is the mixing part because I don't know how the fuck to do that shit. But I record it. I write it, obviously. I record the videos. All the videos I've done so far have just been in my house. People are accusing me of being on house arrest.
That's funny. That's very funny.
And then, yeah, I throw it in the iMovie. I edit the shit.
Did you Was it weird meeting Lewis for the first time? Like Lewis and Zach? Was it surreal?
Meeting all of you guys has been like holy fucking shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What if we brought Opie and Anthony back together for this? And he started bleeding out of his ears. I go, they worked it out in the
I
hallway.
would think I had cancer if I was crack Amico there. So I go, hey kid, we put it aside for a day to come
For a
say hi to
day.
you.
Hey, we're gonna jam a little in the old space. They meet on the rooftop of Sirius.
Just gonna noodle around the mics a little bit. What do we got here?
Yeah, throw a little dice, and then you'll step all over it. Yeah.
If anyone could bring them back together, I think it's me.
Yeah,
It's got to make
very
the right
that's
song.
absolutely you. So you do these videos after you won. This is how I found out about you, was watching these videos. L.A. is gay and bad bitch.
That's right.
And
Which-
the video now, the fact knowing you like make the video completely yourself is so it's really impressive. Also, especially with like time at it. Like, were you always working on stuff like that too, like AV stuff? Like even when you stopped doing music, or it was just you just like, let me just figure it out. I'll just give it a shot.
Well, I'm going to reattempt it one day, but I had actually gone from music to trying to maybe do some kind of podcast that nobody would probably ever hear.
Right.
But that was kind of what I was trying to move into. So I had been working with video shit and all that kind of stuff and just kind of honed my skills.
It is
with
weird that there's like,
We're gonna put these out too on social media, these videos, because they it's really well done.
it's crazy that in like 20 or 30 years that's gonna be some stories for some very powerful people. They're like, I was just messing around and made a podcast of my own, you know. Next thing I know, I've changed the way that packages are shipped. And I've got $400 billion.
Well, Rogan, I mean, sort of like
He was just hanging around.
I mean, when they show the early stuff, it's just them like on a couch,
Yeah.
in like a not well lit room.
Dude, yeah, Bobby, I remember he's like, it's the wave of the future. And you're like,
Yeah,
shut
Bobby
up,
Kelly's
Bobby.
always got his finger on the pulse, though.
Yeah, and
He
it
knows.
was.
Can you imagine a world where Bob Kelly is what Rogan is right now?
Bobby would be so mean.
He'd be so fun, though.
He'd be so fun. He would do crazy stuff.
Oh yeah,
He'd be like, what? We're going to Aruba, dude. Shut up.
he'd
Get
be,
in the plane, dude.
He'd be 300 pounds heavier.
I've
be
been
like-
like, dude.
Yeah, he'd be like Brando.
they'd have to
and
cut-
Dr. Moreau.
They have to cut him out of a house.
Yeah.
He'd go pure gluttony.
He goes, dude, I'm going Gilbert Gate. Great, bro.
He goes, up. Yo, Don, I'm dying. Burn the house down.
He dies in a castle.
Don't let me be a joke, dude.
But he'd be like living in one of those New York castles in the 70s. Just one of those houses, like an Epstein house.
Yeah. There was somebody who did SDR show a while back who was like, do you remember his name at all, Christine? He was such a creepy dude. He just has like castle parties all the time. That's what he calls them. And it's just
That's
like,
what's crazy about New York is like you don't realize you're walking by this building and you can like walk in and it's just like one person's residence and it's just a building.
if
And
you're
it's
a
just
really
like-
hot chick and you decide like, I'm going to go, this should be a test we should do, is get a hot chick and hire her to go to every weird thing that hot chicks get invited to.
But-
Castle parties,
But
underground street fights where everyone's wearing tuxedos for
Dude.
some reason.
please show me that there's a Lionheart world out there.
Yeah, I want to see a Lionheart world.
Please, can we make her wear a helmet with a camera on it so it's obvious?
It's a hot chick with an ugly helmet and a
She's got
GoPro.
a ball gown on, but it's like one of those like.
Man, she is smoking. Yo, what's that
What's
about?
up? You
Look
let-
at the stems on hay.
Are you letting jump something? What's up? Dude, that'd be awesome.
We should. I mean, because I'm just thinking of it. So many girls I've seen like videos of like telling stories of that, like in like the hip hop world, especially because World Star has those a lot when they have like a podcast clip of two like former video hoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're like, oh well, my third gangbang at Eazy-E's house was pretty nuts. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, just wacky parties they went to, and
Yeah.
and like just illegal sounding things. You're like, yeah, I want to have an infiltrate. I want somebody on the inside.
Yeah, New York's got that old money darkness to it too, where it's like we hunt humans up in the park.
Or at very least, everyone goes and wears like those long nose masks and
Yeah.
like, you know, walks around with feathers and their wieners out with
When
like
I dated that
chafing dishes of cocaine in the room.
that one rich girl one time was just like her family, they just go yacht with other yachts in the winter.
You haven't done blow till you've done it with Obama's kids.
She goes, oh my God, I took some fentanyl with Leo and I woke up in the morning.
Wait, like all the yachts meet up together?
Yeah, it's St. Barth's. St.
Christine.
Barth's.
Do you like that Black Lou wields the power to cut your mic off and on like the way he
It's
does?
very sexy.
He waits till you start talking, then he listens to the first part and decides if it's interesting enough to turn the mic up. I like it, Lou. I like
The
it.
whole world.
Man,
Next time he does it, he comes in with just a fat pinky ring.
I
He
can't
goes,
wait.
This is my silencer.
My favorite scene's gonna be when DJ Lou's on a ventilator, and Black Lou walks in and says a bunch of nice things to him, and then leans into his ear at the last minute and goes, "I got you, MFer."
Yeah. I love it. Way to play it edited.
Yeah, I did good.
But
you say the actual word.
S
in the
my
scene.
D. Did I cuss? Have I been cussing?
Probably a ton, but we don't count it.
What are you talking about, dude?
You're
Count
Golden Dan.
it. Shut your mouth. You're just mad that you're using potty words.
Vanilla Dan. He has to force himself to curse every day, everyone. Just so you know it, he's a fake bad boy. It comes out of me. It just falls out of
I
me.
say it and then I apologize softly. I go, F you.
Sorry, God.
I'm so sorry,
Sorry, Jesus.
I always cover my mouth. I cover
Jesus,
my mouth
please
after
don't punish me.
I cover my mouth after I cuss. Oh, S my. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm very full of grace. Yeah, let's play one of these songs. This is
By
our
the
new
way,
thing now. We talk a little bit, we play a song, we talk a little bit and play a song.
You'll see. Tomorrow's show's
You'll
the
see
same
tomorrow's
way.
show. It's our jam.
Which one first?
Yeah, we were a very musical week this week.
What would you rather do first?
Do Bad Bitch. And I'm
Up
just
to
saying
you
the name of
guys.
the song.
Just name the song, yeah?
You don't have to edit, bitch.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a video, Jacob.
It's good audio, though. Good audio.
I love it.
Throw a little volume on it. I mean, if it's going to be video, it's...
Has anyone walked in on you filming a video that doesn't know you do this and you've had to explain it?
No.
Okay. Like you're not like, Mom, not now.
Well, it is, and I do want to ask this
Or like a
actually-
roommate where you're like, hey, Mike, if you're going to come in, knock.
I know these videos pretty well, and I gotta say, it like in any rap video, when you see it, any music video in general, it looks cool when you're doing it when it's done, but like doing it has to feel sort of silly.
That's actually why I prefer shooting the inside videos, because if you look at, like, just an example, Sagalow's first video,
All right,
it's
let's
just,
get
it
into
looks
it.
like,
Shots
it
fired.
just looks like a video of, like, taking a tour of the steps of New York City.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
on the steps.
And he's just there, like, figuring out what to do with his hands and shit. I love Brendan. He's a sweetheart, but that video is kind of mid.
It's really like it is funny. Like,
I would love a
I
battle
didn't-
rap
I
with
didn't even-
Crack Amico and Brendan.
I didn't.
He won't do it.
I didn't even overthink. The line's been drawn. I don't even think. Didn't even overthink that Brendan was on the street somewhere and somebody across the street was going,
Look at this.
"What's that pudgy little guy doing over there with his hands?"
The
Hey, is
whole
the, is the-
video.
Is the great Hambino rapping on those steps?
Childish Ham.
Yeah, that's great. How does he not go by that?
I know.
Come on,
That's
Sagalow.
great.
Sag Daddy?
And we love
I mean,
Brendan Sagalow.
It's played out.
Yeah, but we got to come on, dude. Go by the great. Yeah, the great. What was it?
The great what?
We just. This is such a stoner
Oh, the great
show.
Hambino.
This is such a stoner
Childish
show.
Hambino.
Childish
Childish
Hambino.
Hambino, yes.
God, this is such a stoner show.
Don't curse.
Let's try this again.
I said God.
But yeah, that's why I
Our
prefer
creator.
the inside ones.
Say
It's
again.
like you don't have people looking at you. Because even me,
Yeah.
like, I've been filming videos for years, and I'm still like looking out of the corner of my eye, just seeing if anybody's walking by trying to
yeah.
get in the video, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm saying also just like the energy of like looking into the camera when it's like dark and you're like, you're doing your thing, you got the grill in, it looks cool. But when you're in a room doing it, like mouthing along with the words to your song,
Just making mouth noise.
it's got to
Do you-
just feel kind of silly.
Do you rap along
Yeah.
or do you do the?
I rap out loud because
Okay.
it just feels less retarded.
Yeah. To
Well,
be
when
like,
they yeah.
I didn't cuss once there. So
That's my DB.
And the
You're
way
getting
I
good,
do it
dude.
is very like I said, I do the whole process myself, so I do feel like a psychopath making the whole thing and just hoping people like it. But in the middle, you're like, what if people just think I'm like,
I
I think that's everybody.
corny.
But I think
Of
that's
course, yeah.
I think that's everything you make. You're like waiting for someone to be like, "This is awful."
But much
You're
like, even though it's like, music and film is different. Like comedy, you get to kind of work it out each night.
you're in the room.
You're in the room. You get to kind of work it out.
But
each night.
still, you
when,
don't-
When you have to produce like a finished product that has never been. It's like roast writing. That's what's
Yeah.
the closest thing I can think of is roast writing. Like you have to go, like really bang something out, and you have there's like no safety net of it. Like you can't tell if it's time tested because you have to go say it to B. Arthur herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I can relate it to. So yeah, it's you put all that work in, and then people are just like, nah. That's what's got to make you feel sympathy for like You know, like when a Transformers movie comes out, and like forget the actors' feelings or anything like that. Just like the 8,000 Asian guys that had to make, you know, a computer and animatronic car robot.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, man, that blew.
Yeah. That movie stunk. And the guy's like, I missed my kid's 7th and 8th birthday.
Oh, it won't play on that one?
Sword.
Yeah, and I have
I'm not sure why.
multiple dimensions to it where it's like I want it to sound good, I want it to be catchy, and now with this I want it to be funny.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot to try and group together.
It's all
make
of that.
it good.
It is all of those things. Christine, can you turn a thing so Dan can see it all?
I can see it. I can see it from right here.
You can. Okay.
Oh, no.
Christine.
I can see it.
I can play it.
You're going to play him on that end.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's not playing over there for some reason.
5, 6, 7,
This
8.
is what Lou's dying for. Oh.
Stupid bitches. Rusty Mac on the drums. Girl, you gotta be a bad bitch. Bad little bitch. Yeah. If you're a woman and you wanna be a comic, then you gotta be a bad bitch.
Oh, you
can't be ugly. Yeah. Only way to the top, dating Lewis, he a
It's just a
motherfucking
rap song about
savage.
girls losing.
Get your own podcast up on gas, plus that motherfucker mad rich.
Dude, I love it. I love any world where Lewis is a P. Diddy type.
Can you turn it up a little bit in the headphones, Lou?
Better be a bad bitch. Bad bitch. Karen Finn is a bad bitch. Bad bitch. Taylor Tomlinson a bad bitch. Bad bitch. I'm like, hi, my name is Craig, bitch. I'ma put these thotties in they place. I ain't tryna hear your jokes, I'm tryna come all on your face.
Yeah. I want her. It's funny to think of
Oh,
that.
no, back that up. Dan, you're going to love these lyrics. Can you go back?
Jesus,
Go
I
back a
forgot
little
about
bit.
that one.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad about that one, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, it's rapped. Go back, yeah, a little
Oh,
further.
I love it. Oh, come on, you're rapping.
But it's like comedy. Once you think of it, you got to do the shit.
Yeah.
I let Nikki eat my ass with them tone deaf lips. Let that little junkie Kate overdose on my tank. I say Esther Poe, bad bitch. Kelsey Cook, bad bitch. Whitney Cummings back in 2010, average. Amy Schumer, fat pig. Used to be so hot and tight. Stole Patrice's jokes, now she trying to steal his body tight. What bitch is gonna make me sick? Stop talking and suck the dick. If she let me suck them tits, I'm nothing Sarah's hairy tits. Sideways, pussy beat it up like a gong chime. Tell that Oriental alley girl me love you one time. Guys we fucked, I let them hit, even though they kinda mid. I ain't even gay, but Mateo Lane, I suck your dick. No homo, that boy is hot. Crack Amico, I'm on my job. Kalila don't do stand up, still twice funny as Brandon Schwab. Jealous, Annie Letterman. Swear to God, I wiped that bitch. I that pussy in my drug, even if I had a wife and kids. Lots of honeys in this list, full of dummies, but the baddest bitch of all is the only one that's funny and is kind.
Okay.
Slim waist, thick cakes, funny jokes, yeah, it's Kimmy fucking Condon.
That's my favorite picture.
Disagree? Come and see me in the comments and tell me who's a bad bitch. Boy, who really bad?
You wonder how far this got into the world of female comedians, where they were like, you know, if you're watching it, like waiting for your name to be said.
Oh, man, so you're happy if you're not mentioned. You're
happy if you're not mentioned.
Second place is not being mentioned at all.
Yeah. First place is you gotta be a bad.
You're
bitch.
a bad bitch.
Yeah. Besides that, you're like, oh man, because no one wants to hear. You know what I mean? You know
Kimmy Congdon's gonna be working with me and Ari in that Vegas gig.
There you
Wise
go.
Guys. Just worked it out today, actually.
Great.
Kimmy Cong. I told her she's a bad bitch.
Did she?
That's by the way,
she
everyone
retweeted
at some
it, right?
point.
She loves it.
Yeah, of
Oh.
course. she's the payoff. She's the
Oh, yeah,
payoff.
she loves it for
the
sure.
best setup is that it's dating Lewis for a podcast on gas, and then the payoff is that it's Kim Congdon.
Yeah, if Kate Quigley heard it, she might not feel the same.
Yeah,
as Kim, but
yeah, I think a couple of them would be mad, but I
Maybe.
think Kim was like, yes, at the end.
If she was
Because,
mad,
you know, Kim was like, oh, he didn't even mention me. The song's about Lou. Oh, my God, it's about
Yeah.
me.
if she's mad about that, then fentanyl killed her sense of humor.
Yeah.
'Cause that's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, that, man.
She was there. She knows what happened. You're a comedian.
Was
You
there
have to
any
make fun of
lines?
it.
Was there any lines you took out? Were there any lines that you're like, I'm not going to use that?
I kept a certain person out of it as per request, and that's all I'll say.
Okay.
But
Oh, I like a
It's definitely a Lewis request. And what was it? Who was
I'm
it?
not saying nothing else.
You don't have to.
Yeah, we could walk this
Everything's
down,
always Lewis.
dude. Yeah.
You probably already know.
Oh, I already know. I already got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't want no heat.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I got you.
Okay. Or
writing
no,
credit. You're gonna get a writing credit.
I don't know. 'Cause
No,
it
you're
could
right.
It could be this person, but it could also be. I mean, Lewis.
The audience
Yeah.
hates this so much.
I mean, I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
That's correct, Dan.
I knew it. Yeah. Because they're not on the best terms
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
If you're a fan of Lewis, you already know it. Your brain went off the way ours went off.
Ding, 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 ding.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
That's the thing. If you're doing inside baseball stuff, and I know people do hate it, and I get it. It sucks.
Yeah.
See me live, I'll tell you. Come check me out.
I
Addison
still have
Improv.
people come up to me. I
I'll
still
say
come up
it.
to me and they say, he goes, that special you were saying, that's the worst last 5 minutes of any special you've ever seen. And they always go, this name? I go, yeah. By the way, as soon as they start the question, I just bang out the name. I go, I told you if you ever ask me personal.
I've heard that bridge is burned. We'll say it. But yeah, come see me live. DanSoder.com, BigJComedy.com.
Yo,
We'll
come
tell
see
you who
me.
Crack Amico was talking about.
Yo, come see me.
It's like a little coupon for a show.
Yeah.
And then, and the next song I wanted to play is L.A. is Gay, which we played to open Skanks last week.
Oh yeah, with
This-
Brian Callen.
That was fucking so
Yeah.
fun.
Were you there? Were you in the
Yeah,
room?
he was
Oh,
there.
yeah. I was right next to Callan when he was taking the lie detector.
That's awesome.
It ruled.
I asked if Brendan Schaub was, if you thought Brendan Schaub was funny. Passed, yes. Passed. That's awesome.
So he's made himself believe it.
You think it's Stockholm
Ding.
syndrome?
I said it's effing
something.
awesome.
Oh,
It's his boy, dude. I get it.
I get it too. I completely get it. I actually respect his like coming to his like defense on stuff like that.
I just like that you guys were saying, or somebody was saying, the question is he funny or not? And Callan was just like, he's the nicest guy.
that'll be out. That episode will be out on YouTube. On
I had
Friday.
to learn. I learned that way early in comedy. I remember this when someone pointed it out to me that he did it because he was maybe the best at it. Maybe now, older, veteran, whatever, with amongst his friends, and I'm sure he always did like talk smack about other comics. But if you wanted to go up and talk garbage, I'm fixing my words,
Yeah, you're doing it.
with Jim Norton about another comic, if he doesn't know you like well like that, 'cause I remember being young and him being like, everyone's nice. That's what he says. Great guy. Doesn't say they're funny.
Yeah,
He always says great guy.
Great
no matter
guy.
what name you say, go, great guy.
great guy.
And you're like, yeah, but like, what about this garbage? He's like, awesome guy.
What do you do if he's not a great guy?
I think he just still says
He
he's a
just
great
says
guy.
it.
Yeah, he just says no matter
You know
what.
what? It's like because he knows how to get away from the cops. When they're like trying to get him into a deal where he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you're like, oh, you got to know him better.
Because I'll tell you
Because
what.
I can get Jim
we're
to
all,
open up sometimes.
especially with like the drinking and drugs that does happen in comedy, and all that's like you're a one like drunken argument away of like watching one of your boys get into it with someone you guys trash all the time, from them going like, "Pff, Jay says all the time.
Can I tell you?
Dan,
Can I tell
Dan
you?
and me had a text thread about this very thing. You're like,
Can I tell-
oh man,
That was one of the things that made me realize I need to stop drinking.
yeah,
I started getting chippy. I was
really.
never chippy. And I started being like, you hack at a bar. And I'd be like, oh, that's not cool.
Oh
I'd
really?
just like wake up and be super bummed out that I did it. But
Dude,
I
drunk
was,
Nate. When drunk Nate. That was my
I mean,
favorite.
that was my running mate.
When Nate goes up, he goes, Joe, everybody says you're fun to
was
DeRosa.
just
Everybody
telling someone
says
the
you're
story.
funny, but I don't get it. And everyone's like looking like it was like a thing. It's a thing you couldn't believe just happened. You're like, what? No.
To this day, Nate's embarrassed by that. When you bring it up.
Oh yeah.
When you bring it up, Nate's like,
It was wild.
I got to call DeRosa.
He's, I think DeRosa's great. I go, I believe you.
Oh.
But that night you asked him why he's popular because no one gets it. That was, I mean, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Maybe like 12 or 13, but man.
No, it's 15.
Was it really?
Yeah, you got married right before I started hanging out. And that was like 07.
And that's been over for 10 years, and also not yet.
When you made this video, was this just kind of like you knew Lewis would love it and you just wanted to fire shots at the LA comedy scene?
Credit where credit's due. This was Lewis's idea.
I love it. He is your colonel.
Yeah, have us. And
He's
this,
what?
What?
yeah, and you know what? Bad Bitch was also his idea.
Oh, is this a love story?
Louis
Louis
is the
is an
producer.
idea guy.
Is Louis still in love with Kimmy Congdon? Is
Well,
this
that was my direction.
Oh, okay. Dude, was that weird at all? When he
Louis
goes-
is the idea guy.
But Louis goes like, "Hey, I just kind of noticed that it's real Kim heavy at the end.
That's
Just kind of, I don't know. I just really, we've been talking recently, and I just don't know if that's cool."
Nah, he was cool with it.
Yeah,
oh
It was all
no,
good.
he probably loves both of these.
That's
but,
great, dude.
I love that he
Louis
gives the
is P.
ideas.
Diddy.
But it really is funny. He goes, he gives the idea, but like a lot of his ideas, he goes like, "Hey, here's an idea. Hey, you figure out how to get that accomplished completely. I'll be over here."
I'm honestly glad he doesn't want more creative control.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
that'd be kind of weird.
That
I
would
like
suck.
to kind of do my thing.
Yeah.
And he throws
Yeah.
me these ideas. Every idea he's given me, I've been like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Doggy,
shit.
bring that snare up a little bit.
Yeah, where's Doggy? I don't have any snare in my headphones.
You're not saying the N word enough.
Yeah, just really let it rip. Louis, I'm white, and he's like, "I know."
I know. Yeah. I goes, what? Would you get in trouble if I wouldn't?
He goes, "Just get behind my big Puerto Rican shield."
You're white. I'm white. We're all white.
Yeah. I identify as white.
This is L.A. is Gay. Another brilliant number.
Brainchild of Louis J. Gomez.
West Coast, gay. East Coast, flame. I feel like y'all don't believe me, so let's read some motherfucking names. Boy, we got CK in it, bitch. Big J in it, bitch. Louis J in it, bitch. Lot of Daves in this bitch. We got Shane in it, bitch. Danny Souls in this bitch. Mark Norm in this bitch. Jim Norton in this bitch. Plenty more in this bitch.
And y'all got Whitney Cummings.
LA is so fucking gay. They all woke. Better watch what the fuck you say. And no joke. East Coast, we don't fucking play. We won't smoke. LA, y'all so fucking gay. So fuck LA. And that song guy. Fuck your best comedian. His name is Brandon
Said he's the
Schwab.
best.
We'll fuck him in his face.
Dude, if he
and we
just-
don't care. Why the fuck does Bill Burr even live there? LA so motherfucking gay.
I don't know, B.
What you really trying to do? I better watch how I say this baboon fucking name, cause I probably end up getting sued. This shit got me in a mood. You supposed to take a joke at your motherfucking age. You tape a special and bomb out the stage worse than Travis bomb your fucking face. I gotta say, you're basically Aaron Hernandez. Just look up the stats and y'all one in the same. Both in the closet, you cheat on your women and chronic traumatically damage your brain. Bet if y'all stuck to the sports, you'd be fine. Coulda laid in the back of the cut and just chilled. Only real difference between you and Aaron, what he did was funny and you've never killed. Back in high school, what Letterman? Now you wanna get on David Letterman. The shit's so sad, man, the joke's so bad that he couldn't even get on top of Letterman. Knocked on the door, but she ain't never let him in. Had to tell his woman he was gonna be a better man. On the television, he be lying like the weatherman. Taking down the videos and flushing all the evidence. Crying like a bitch, man, this shit is sickening. You won't even stand up for your brothers when they innocent. Enough about him, I'll give you back to your owners. I promise these cats ain't gonna stop till you're homeless. And that's just one of y'all comics in the land of the fake toxic. I'ma keep the rest of y'all in my back pocket. You better act like Kobe in a cockpit, just drop it. LA is so fucking gay. They all woke. Better watch what the fuck you say. And no jokes. East Coast, we don't fucking play. We want smoke. LA, y'all so fucking gay. So fuck LA. And that song
Dude,
guy.
you should. The real move is to do that live at the Comedy Store when Louis does his Next to Parade.
Oh, yeah.
Have you come out to LA and do it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be looking over my shoulder.
I mean, I think between the two songs, if you went to the store,
Everyone has to say that before there's any ball busting on Brendan Schaub. He goes, keep in mind, he could clean this room out.
my God,
quick.
He's a grizzly bear.
And I'd have
It's like if
nobody-
you were writing a shit talk. Oh,
Ding, ding, ding.
It's like if you were writing a talking song about a bear that could open doors. And you're just like, oh my God! Like if you came in here right now, we would all just be like, ah!
Holy shit.
Kidding.
Joke, joke.
And
Yeah.
I'd have nobody to blame because I could have chose any comedian. And I chose the fucking animal
Oh
that
my
would
God.
annihilate me and my entire family.
Yeah. You could pick the one guy that could break your neck, like Frankenstein.
Hey, nice song.
That's a good song. Can I hold you real quick? And you go, no, if you squeeze me wrong, I break.
Yeah, and just to say, like, it is a joke, And I don't think anybody's saying that Brendan Schaub is not funny whatsoever. I think it's just the fact that he's not that funny and he can't take a joke, which is what you're supposed to do coming into comedy. Is just
He's so new to comedy, really, still. And he came out, he didn't get any chance to be unknown and doing open mics at all.
Well, also
it's a weird world, man, to jump right into that. Right, it's like, oh,
because
geez, right
also
away you're in theaters and shit.
The part you're skipping, which is fun too, is a lot of ball busting and a lot of older comics putting you in your place, which happened especially in New York.
Oh,
Cellar
yeah.
days.
Yeah, like
Old
you would
cellar
just,
days.
I remember walking into the cellar in a striped Adidas hoodie and just Sherrod, I just saw Sherrod see it first and I was like, no. And by the time I got to the table, Keith was like, what in the hell are you wearing? And then DeRosa was there cackling, drinking.
Oh, man.
Oh, my jaw just locked up. I
The
just got
ball,
mad
the
thinking
ball
about it.
busting. Yeah, I was thinking about you bring me back to all of that. They one time were making fun of me so bad at that table.
Who was it?
It was Voss, Norton,
Yeah.
DePaulo, Colin, Keith, Patrice. I mean, it was that. It was every night. It was that. So and it was when it was packed back there. I'm getting stumbly voice like I'm there again.
We're gonna have Bobby busted, Daddy, and you're like, I'm sorry.
And Kevin Hart he would jump right into the mix. I was like,
Would he do the thing where you walk up to a group laughing and be like, ha 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 ha? He strikes me as that guy.
but they didn't care. He would say the thing, and if they were like, you stink,
Yeah.
shut up, stupid, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to get tons of that. So I would lay back, and they were just breaking my balls one day. From they're all at that table, and I'm
Yeah.
at like one table over.
Yeah, there's like it's in the back corner, and then there's a table right next to it, and then like
And,
another table, and it's
and,
almost
like,
like tiers.
you're just
of,
trying to, like-
where you're sitting.
I think I'm like eating wings alone or something, or
Yeah.
maybe Kurt was with me. I don't remember, but like they're ripping me apart, and then they start going. They're like, "Fight back, Jay!" And then they start chanting, "Fight back!" They're all chanting it. So it's like, by the way, this is a time where this isn't the case now, but like there was a time when they were like, the comics ran the olive tree in the sense of like they could be loud, screamingly loud. They would never tell them to
Be
quiet
quiet.
down. There's a restaurant here happening with actual paying customers. They would just let them dominate, and they were all like chanting "Fight back, Jay!" And then I was like, I think I had one in the pocket. I always thought this is when Voss wore Kango hats all the time.
Yeah.
And I was gonna like I always have Voss he trains boxers in like the 20s or something.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, I got this one jam. I go, shut up, Voss. Why don't you take that Kango hat and go train boxers in the 20s? And it was dead silence, and I'll go, boo. And then start, which feels way where I was like, well, I didn't even want to do the thing.
I don't even want to play your stupid game. Your game's stupid.
I didn't
and
want to
hate
do
it.
this.
Yeah, dude. They
And then I just, honestly, I went outside to not be around getting picked on, and then I just became a cigarette smoker with David Tell.
Bobby used to call
I
me.
smoked minimally when I met David Tell.
Wow,
And I
really?
would just stand outside and just rip butts with him because I would just like listen to him. And then, like, you'd go back inside, or those guys
Yeah.
would come out. It was all part of the fun, but I was like, for the in that beginning years, I
Going
was
outside
never good at just sitting there and dealing, because I was like, I didn't, as I'm saying, Kev didn't care if they booed him because he'd keep going, and eventually they'd have to, not even because his jokes were better or worse than the last one. It was like,
He was Rocky. He just kept surviving.
no, it's not that. It was just
Oh.
like, okay, that was 25 minutes, a half hour of Kev. And then who was the last person Kev said something about? Patrice? Yeah, you're right, Patrice. Now we're turning on you. And then they all just turn
that's
on
great.
him. I didn't want to be in that all the time. So
Yeah.
I could sit outside and smoke cigarettes with David Tell. And we would just talk a bunch and just like hang out.
Bobby would trick me. He would call. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna call you about whatever 2 gigs next month. Pick up." And I'd pick up, and it would be him.
They're at the table.
It'd be no, they'd be at home. It would be Keith, DeRosa, Bobby. Sometime, and then they'd just be like, "You suck." Just on the phone, you hack. And Joe's like, he's got 3 voices, they stink. Keith was like, I hate, this is when Colin Kaepernick was the quarterback for the 49ers. He's like, I hate Kaepernick, you made me racist against my own people. He's like, that's how bad you stink. He was just, and I would just, and then Bobby go, you hang up, you don't have those gigs. You hang up, you don't get those gigs. And I was like, one time it was 40 minutes. And
That's so funny. That's not Bobby anymore.
I started getting bitchy at the end where I'd be like, I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hang up. I have to go. And Bobby's like, I told you, dude.
You saw a change in Bobby. I think Bobby becoming a dad.
Yeah.
Bobby absolutely becoming a dad sucked the venom out of him.
It really did. It did.
I
He's
went
still
to-
hilarious as ever.
I had a
but
flash.
dude, Bobby.
I had PTSD from Bobby. Sorry, before I forget this moment, I was just in the Chicago airport. I had a layover in Chicago coming back from Tulsa, and I had a PTSD Bobby Kelly moment.
Layover, loser.
Whatever, dude. Delta doesn't fly direct to Tulsa because it's a 2 stoplight fucking. Oh man, you knew it was coming. Black Lou knew it was coming.
What else do you think about Tulsa?
Tulsa, you coming to cuss? So I was in the Chicago airport before, like doing a gig years ago when I was still opening for Bobby, and Bobby called me, and I guest hosted You Know What Dude one time, and they were like plug gigs at the end, and I was like, oh, I'm opening for Anthony Jeselnik at the Wilbur Theater on this Saturday at the 9:30 show. So Bobby calls me, and he's like, dude, why did you do that? And I was like, why did I do what? And he's like, you guest hosted. You plugged Jeselnik's show. I was like, yeah, it's at 9:30. He goes, I'm the 7:30 show, dude. And I was like, I didn't know that. And he's like, I was the 7:30 show. You're on my podcast. It just rips me. And then I hang up because I'm like, I got to get on this flight. And I hang up, and then the phone keeps ringing. I pick up, and then it's Bobby and Keith. And Keith is like, you're plugging another man's shows when I got you into the cellar, dude. And I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. And you know me, I'm like melting down. Dude, even saying that, I was walking through the Chicago airport, and I was like, oh my God, Bobby was terrifying for a moment.
Yeah, I think maybe my first road headline ever that wasn't like Rascals. Maybe I did Rascals at that point, but I don't even think so. I think my first ever was like some club in Virginia or something. I don't even know which one it was. It wasn't Improv or anything. It was some other club. And I did this gig, and it went good.
Yeah.
It went like really, I felt like my first time ever doing like 45 or an hour or whatever on stage, and I came outside to call Keith Robinson, my mentor, so I want him to know like how, and he's the seller.
Yeah.
And I go, and he just puts me on speakerphone. He puts me on speakerphone as I start talking.
Oh no.
Because I'm going like, Keith, wow, man, like I just did. It's crazy. There was people in the audience and like people. It's great. And I just hear them all laughing and just going to war, just trashing me. And then Bobby Kelly's last thing, he goes, dude, no one. My daughter was a baby.
Yeah.
And he goes, dude, no one cares. I hope your kid gets sick. And hung the phone up on me. And then it dialed back. This is Bobby, no kids or anything. It rang so fast after it hung up. And I go, hello? And he goes, that was too far, dude. Sorry.
Bobby used to have an incredible...
But, I mean, it was like, so, he goes, I hope your kid gets sick. Click. And his action must have been like, hang up, redial. That was, what? Can't say that to somebody.
I wonder if you're the person that inspired... He had a bit about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, you ever busting balls with your friends and you take it too far? And they're like, you're an idiot. Yeah, he's like, yeah, well, I hope your mother gets sick. And he goes, oh, man.
Whoa.
I wonder if you're the dude. Oh, man, I love Bobby.
It was so funny.
But that's the part of, like, you know, Brendan Schaub jumping ahead like that. You miss out on, first off, all these bonding moments where you're like, oh, this is great. But you also don't eat as much crap.
Crow.
I didn't cut.
I think you guys have mentioned too someone who did it kind of the right way. Seems like Sal Volcano. Even though he is very likable in the first place, he kind of, it seemed like he entrenched himself in it and kind of remained low key.
Well, Sal could have done a special
6 months
8
in.
years ago.
Yeah, the day he stood on stage.
You know what I mean? Because he had that built-in audience, right? And that's the other thing too. Sal was around the comedy world before he popped, also, so it wasn't what he was doing. Brendan's thing, and this isn't bad, but the problem also, and this happens in LA, I think a lot. Everyone right away is excited, like, yo, a UFC dude's hanging out with us. So they're just so no one's gonna be like, that's garbage. Like that whole set you're doing is not good. Like you have to work on a different thing, and people who would date. I mean, I used to get those guys. Patrice would be like, if I hear you do that garbage ass whatever joke one more time. And you'd be like, all right, like, dude, I'm opening for you this weekend. I guess I'll change my closer now.
It's how you find out. It's just there's not going to be an honesty when you're a certified badass that's kind of famous.
That's part of it too. I didn't even think about. He's a fighter.
Yeah, you're coming into an LA scene with a bunch of grifters. It's like all comedies is grifters that are just trying to be funny, and then it's like, I can see how he got sucked into it, but there is a point.
When I saw what Steve-O's thing was when he showed me his next special I think it's going to be. I don't think it's out yet, but he showed me like and I go, oh wow, like in doing it, he really found like the action. And I'm not just saying that because he's famous and I know him. I would just not mention it if it was the case. But when I watched it was because he's just telling stories about what he's about to show you.
Yeah.
So he's like, I thought it'd be really funny if I whatever he's like, I put a gazillion bees up my butt. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he tells the story of kind of how it happens and like the worst thing that happened about it, and then you're like, what? And then he shows it to you. That's awesome. I thought it was a really fun special. I'm like, perfect. And he's not a not funny guy. He's on Jacket. Those guys are all funny.
Yeah, there was like a moment where I was like butthurt about Steve. It's like Steve-O came into the cellar, and this is when I was still like drinking, and I was like, Steve-O, watch this. And I just like want.
Was that when he was on PCP?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because was he still like full blown Steve-O at that point?
I thought my set did that to him. So when I went in, I thought I blew his mind.
We have
but
to
I
take a break, I think.
Oh man. Well, I was just saying, yeah, it's easy to hate people from the outside that come in, and the part that always just what pisses me off is when there's arrogance behind it. When there's no like, hey man, I stink, I know. Because I know a lot of guys that have ingratiated themselves by being like, hey, this is your guys' world. I like when people do that. When they're like, this is your world, I'm just like kind of hanging out. There's other people I know that have just came into the world and been like, I'm a comedian. You guys know who I'm talking about. People that I have history with where you're like, you weren't even a comic. And I hate that. That's like probably my pet peeve.
I've always said that about Kurt Metzger's exes. I go, Kurt, and I'll preface by saying this, everyone knows this. I think Kurt's a genius.
Yeah.
At comedy. But something about the way he conducts his life or himself, that every girl he has ever put his pecker inside of has been like, I could do this. She's like, if this guy who's mostly video games and sitting on a couch in his underwear is one of the best, then I could probably be great at this. And they all just started doing comedy.
They're like, let me take a shot. And then everyone's like, hey, thanks for bringing in another one. Anyways, we got to take a break.
I gave Christine the biz till she got out of comedy.
We're coming back to Sam Morril.
We are coming back to Sam Morril. Crack Amico, please hang out,
We're
man.
not.
No.
He's not coming in.
No.
Would he cancel?
We had to reschedule, yeah.
Damn.
But he did Jim and Sam today.
He heard I was here, bro.
Yeah, he didn't want that smoke.
Oh, it's DJ
I can't
Lou.
blame
He's
him.
afraid of DJ Lou.
Oh, DJ Lou.
Well, Sam, I think I say it. You're a P word.
No, I get it.
No, of course.
DJ Lou's reckless.
Crack Amico, hang out with us, dude.
Actually,
Cool.
his
We
tip.
got
By
some
the way,
fun stuff.
Sam Morril, funnier than Mike Feeney.
Funnier than Mike Feeney. Poor Mike Feeney.
We also have another musical thing with Crack Amico. That's not one of the two videos.
Oh,
Oh, yeah?
We'll come back.
Yeah, we'll do it right
Okay.
when we come back.
We'll do it
Hibbity
come
hobbity.
back. We'll be right back, everybody. It's the Bonfire. Yo, yo, yo. So hip-hop. I'm mad hip-hop. You know, I thought about Busta Rhymes yesterday was wearing a blue and very white, mostly white, but it was like blue, like tinting with Louis Vuitton logos in it. Vest with the same kind of hat, a white, like V-neck T-shirt, white pants, white sneakers. Heavily thinking about taking my headshots in that same outfit. It's such a misleading headshot. So it's like a real. Maybe like a Doberman next to me or something.
Yeah, they're like, dang, this guy's cold as ice.
Or sitting on a Ferrari hood.
Yeah.
Just everything that's not going to happen when you walk into the showroom.
How about you with fat stacks?
Yeah, I'm
Counting
talking.
money.
Yeah, like the phone.
Yeah.
Doing the phone with the money.
Just Schaub's actual headshots.
It's like, does he have cool headshot? I was saying this weekend.
I don't know.
When I was in Magoobies out of Maryland, the wall of headshots there, I was like, it's all current people too. It's all of our friends and everything. And I was like, my manager said he wants me to get some new promotional shots soon. They call them promotional shots now.
They don't call them headshots. Give me that headshot.
And I was like, I was looking at them and I go, everyone I love in here and up on this wall looks like an absolute dildo in their picture.
borderline impossible to get a good headshot.
It's just you have two choices. Especially in you could be serious, which is always weird.
Hate it.
I saw like a Nick Griffin like that, where it's just, and also a lot of pictures. They almost have a row. It's on purpose for sure to be funny, but one row of them straight down is handsome white guys with their hands
Folded.
Yeah, the
Ten-fingered?
fingers. Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, you're not wrong, Christine. Thanks. Yeah, it's not good.
I wanna be.
I have not one good headshot ever taken. Is my point.
Oh, I have an early rock eyebrow.
Yeah, that's the best one.
I have you know what's funny? A rock eyebrow is almost standard for everyone's first headshot because I have a rock eyebrow where I'm like, well, I don't get it.
That was all instructed by the photographer, and man, that was my introduction to. I think it was maybe my second or third time on Ron and Fez ever as a guest. And I told them about this headshot, and they put it up, and there is still on YouTube. Everybody, I recommend going to listen to a 30-minute segment of Ron and Fez where they just let the callers. They go caption contest, and the phone lines just lit up, and people just trash me.
We'll tweet it out at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter.
Is that it? Yeah, it's so good. It's so brutal.
Yeah,
but man, every one of them made me laugh. My favorite was he goes, now go back.
Oh, that was more recent than I wanted it to
God.
be.
This one, my favorite one goes, help, my mustache fell into my tits.
That's funny.
I'll never forget. I forget who said it. It was a caller, or someone wrote that in because Ron read it in his voice. He goes, help, my mustache fell into my tits. God damn it. Yeah, they're bad. And I'm like, how do you take, like, I'm not going to be zany. I'm not putting caution tape over my mouth.
Oh, my God, you better. It's a crime scene.
Let people know what a bad boy I am.
Dude,
that is great.
That one's not bad.
No, that's a good one. These are, they go, look a little pensive.
That one was the best.
That's my favorite.
They caught a sweet boy. They caught me being a sweetie pie.
Good Lord.
There was this British, when I was doing Edinburgh, there was this British like PR lady that was like, helped Che, like she was Michael Che's lady, Michelle Wolf's. So they were like, this will help. Because I had a venue that they were nervous. They're like, if you don't sell enough tickets, you're going to lose money. We're going to lose money. Yeah. And I've never been to the UK. So they brought this lady in, and she...
Why is our show playing?
Why are we being haunted by us?
We're trapped.
Is that Ron and Fez thing playing?
I don't know, but I hate hearing me do a voice.
I swear to God, I thought it was my phone playing like Bonfire.
You're like, I wasn't listening to you.
Jacob,
is that you?
You gotta turn that down.
You gotta turn that down, bud.
Sorry.
He's bumping.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
That was Jacob.
He's thumping over
blaring.
here, bro.
Jacob was thumping?
I forgot what I was saying, but
Jacob, you over there in the corner watching videos?
there's the rock
HTC.
eyebrow.
There's your rock eyebrow one?
Yeah, I forgot what I was saying before that.
Looks like you were giving some chops in the eyebrow back then,
You
too.
were talking
I
about
would
in
support that.
London bringing in the PR
Oh, dude,
girl.
that lady was like, we've got to do new headshots. You've got to do new headshots. And all of them were terrible. Every single one. She's like, put your arm up on the chair. You've got to show these people that you're nice. And then it ended up being just like campers and skank fans and people that like lived in the UK area came out to the shows.
Go to the one
I was like, I didn't need to do
second
any
row
of this.
all the way towards the end. No, the second to last one. Yeah. I want someone to make a mosaic of Dan, the man of 1,000 faces.
I got a rubbery face.
Yeah, rubber face Dan.
I got a rubber face, dude.
I mean, that
Grew up loving Jim Carrey.
that chin twist one is, I thought that was camera work.
Nah, dude.
That's the White Winslow cover art.
He goes, I don't
get
know.
some.
Is it?
Come get
I don't
some.
know. Is it a lawnmower engine or my mouth?
Take it off.
I'm going to tell you this.
Do it.
And we don't have to
But just
show
don't
we don't
cuss.
have to show a video of it. There's no reason to because you can't see how nonsensical it is anyway. But there is, tonight is the final winner of America's Got Talent, and the lady ventriloquist, who's not really doing any ventriloquist. By the way, yesterday her performance, she eats an apple while she's doing it.
I want to be
No.
in the sky so high.
First of all, fantastic the way.
Apple while I sing
No,
to you.
she's trying to show you that she's going to do it while she's eating an apple, but what she's doing is you hear her going like, and then you're like, this thing you do, and you're like, you're just eating an apple while you're you're talking.
I am going to harass one of my ex-girlfriends without moving my mouth. You fucking bitch, you're going to die.
Yeah, $5, dude.
You're gonna die. You're gonna
Oh, ventriloquism.
effing die.
Oh yeah, you could definitely torture people with
You're
ventriloquism.
never going to see your family again. I'm not even moving my lips.
Well, you gotta get Mike Feeney on the show because you said he's actually a ventriloquist. Mike Feeney, by the way, is we all know.
Dang, dude, I'm catching up to your potty mouth. You have 5, I have 3.
Mike Feeney is hilarious. What Crack was referencing before was that when we had Sagalo, right? It was Sagalo, Cannon, and who was the third person? Oh no, I'm sorry. It was Kevin Ryan, Mike Cannon, and H. Foley. And when we lie detected them all, we just asked them all if they thought they were funnier than Mike Feeney.
That's funny.
Which again, the answer is obviously supposed to be you're supposed to think you're funny, that funny, and as your peers especially. Yeah. And so it just became a thing. And then we just wasted a question on Brian Callen. It was the funniest thing to ask Brian Callen. The last question was, "Do you think you're funnier than Mike Feeney?" Yeah, he has no idea who he is.
Hey, I don't know that guy.
He's like, yes, but everyone it's just a running thing. When we put it on the list too, we're like, man, I really hope Mike gets that we all love Mike. I think Mike's hilarious. It's just funny to keep asking everybody if they think they're funnier than Mike Feeney.
We're talking about people that have jumped into comedy, skipping the line. I think Chet Hanks is going to start doing comedy. I feel
you think it's coming.
That might be fire.
It feels
that might be
fire. Dude's got opinions, and I want to hear them.
Yeah,
he's got stories too. He's definitely got stories, dude. The Hanks house.
Oh my lord, dude!
Being the odd man out at the Hanks house.
I just want to hear 15 on Colin himself.
He says it's Rita's kid.
Yeah,
that's Rita's kid.
That's Rita's kid. My mom and dad were together when he was a regular person.
Do you have Colin Hanks?
Do you have the
Rita's kid?
A couple people tweeted it at us, and I want to say thanks to them for tweeting this Chet Hanks clip because I was like, I told Christine in the hallway, I was like, I think there's a Chet Hanks clip, and I watched a little bit of it, and I was like, hey, Christine, you come out with urgency. I'm going to need you to find that clip like yesterday. So he's speaking at
in Winnipeg,
which don't even get me started.
Oh, they hate Rich Voss. They
gave me COVID.
They gave you COVID, kept you in the country.
Kept me in the country.
Well, Dan, you're one of those rare birds that stays still when he has COVID.
Oh, sorry, I'm not a Lou Witzke, and I just don't want to take everyone down with me. Brett Sharp, thanks for tweeting that at us.
He goes, Dan's like, well, when I was at the height of my COVID, I did go to a Tragically Hip concert.
Also Dan Sanders. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I went to
I did see Bryan Adams, Celine Dion fest.
Dire Straits were oddly in the country.
He goes, I took a detour. I went by Rick Moranis' teenage home.
Oh, I'm just taking out every Canadian. Wayne Gretzky was at his house, kissed him on the mouth.
It's pretty cool. I saw where John Candy grew up.
Oh, yeah.
Old SCTV studios.
I forgot our computers are broken.
Is he doing like black comic style comedy?
No.
It's like
that would
when
be
Jay
great,
says
dude.
The Plat Owl.
Yeah, maybe if he was like, yeah, that'd be great. Is he Def Jamming?
Dude, if he went Def Jam or Comic View, I would believe in God.
Or patois
in a heavyweight.
Well, because he did try to do. You
ever have a punk-ass motherfucker run? I'll pay for all this. I'll pay $5 each time I cuss. It's worth it in this voice. You ever see a real simple motherfucker run up on ya? I'll be like, ping, ting, 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 ting. Hit the bell, I don't give a fuck. My daddy Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I'll be a Rottweiler.
I'm a rude
boy.
I started at a time in comedy too, man, where especially starting the black circuit.
Yeah.
Where, man, if you didn't whip out a Jamaican.
Oh, my God.
But the Jamaicans? That's always how it came out. And then they always got to do the leg out. And he goes, your ass class bomber clot. Trevor. Someone's name was always Trevor. It was, everyone just had it.
Everyone did the pop for Jamaicans.
It was so funny when you watch like I really thought at one point headliners like shared bits.
Oh, you're like, they're just playing their version of this.
Oh, I expected in the open mic scene of the black circuit that there was going to be a lot of overlap stuff because I'm like, we're all like relatively new at this, although some more than others.
Yeah.
That we were all kind of new to it, but like when they had the headliners come in and stuff, and I mean like funny comics. It was just, I realize now also in hindsight, they weren't in it that long. Do you know what I mean? Like these guys, and like they, but like everyone, I said there was always like a million something march.
Yeah.
Joke, Jamaican person. Slave voice was big. I was in so-and-soville South, and I found the last slave. And then they always go like, I'm just trying to get a car wash. And this guy like, Master, no, you get, it's like all 500 weekends in a row.
And you see him doing it, and you're like, this guy doesn't know that Tony Smooth does this. And this guy doesn't know that Kiki the Bear's got this joke.
Slappy lips. Flapping skins.
Hog Hall.
Flapping skins. Duck comic.
Duck comic. So this
Did you remember that? I sent you that. We never talked about it on the show, but
yeah, we did.
Did we talk about that? That was
Yeah, we
everyone's
called-
name is the comic.
Yeah, we called Joe DeRosa.
Oh yeah, Joe DeRosa, the comic.
Yeah.
Funny man, Joe DeRosa.
So this is Chet Hanks at a recovery center in Winnipeg.
Are you guys going to try to sync it up so we can watch it on this and hear it on this?
At the Forks, you guys gonna
You
really
guys go 1, 2, 3, play.
Is there anybody in there?
I will start over. 1, 2, 3, play.
And you guys got a problem with the word God?
No.
Not what I
Raise
thought
your
he
hand
was
if you
gonna
got a
say.
problem with the word God.
Anybody?
This guy draws like summer rain
You got a
numbers.
problem with the word God? Get the fuck over yourself.
Ooh.
And I mean that with love, brother.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have to
You wanna
pause
drink
this.
fucking knockoff RC Cola or real motherfucking
Do we just have to let it
Coke?
run? We're not gonna be able to pause it.
Every step that led me to here on this stage.
Yeah, this is an Instagram video, so it's gonna be. I mean, we need to break this down.
Then here. Start it over, then we'll just do it on this one. So we don't have to worry about them both. It's not going to line sync up.
Yeah. I didn't think about the sync up. I was even saying like this video. I forgot it's Instagram, so you can't go back or forward. Right. Because I'm going to tell you what he does. You already heard it. He's going God, but he's going
Hardcore.
I don't take that S.
Nice.
My God doesn't play that game. You want to F around and not love the G-Man? I got a big problem with you. But then people are like, stop cussing. And then
People say that?
Yeah. They're like, watch your mouth. And he goes, I'll pay $5 for this. He goes, you watch your fucking mouth.
That happened already?
Yeah, it's coming up. We gotta watch. You gotta watch the video because it's got to play through. It's after the first cut.
I don't understand. Why is he there?
Because he's teaching
He's
them about
sober.
God. He's sober.
It's like a sober thing, right? Sober
Yeah.
retreat?
It's like
Okay, that's what I didn't know.
Oh yeah, it's a recovery center, like I think event.
And
from
he's
what I
the
can gain.
motivational speaker.
Yeah, it says Chet Hanks speaking at
Black
recovery
wasn't he supposed to
day.
come over to your house once a week to train you or something?
Weren't you gonna sign up for that?
Yeah, something like that.
Have you been having Zoom? Have we just forgot that you've been having Zoom meetings with Chet Hanks constantly?
If you hate the word sit-ups, raise your hand.
F you.
F you. Yeah. All right, let's play it from the top.
Talking to you guys
Oh.
is through the grace of God. Yeah, okay.
Can you
Take
turn it
the
more this
kids,
way, Lou?
watch your fucking mouth.
He goes, tell your kids.
Come on up here, buddy. I don't think you can. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm used to this shit, you guys. Pardon my language for the children, but I speak from the heart and I speak bluntly. If you don't want your children to be exposed to profanity, then just take them somewhere else right now. Respectfully.
There's a family-friendly
Well, I
event in
didn't
the
share that
children's
with
area.
anybody. I tried to blend in and not have anybody. I never advertised that shit. I don't want anybody to know because I just wanted to be treated like everybody else.
Can
But
you
I'm
pause
telling
it?
you now, and if you guys are
We gotta
looking
do
at me
straight
right
through.
now,
You can pause. I don't think I think he thinks everyone knows who he is. And I don't think anyone knows who he is.
That's
I
possible.
think that's exactly what's going on. Like they're like, "Ooh, a Hanks," and everybody's like, "Who's this guy cursing?"
Yeah, it's very possible they have no
Yeah,
idea
one-
who he is. But the thing, what's funny is him leaning into it doesn't make any sense. Like if no one's into it,
Yeah, it doesn't make
why is he
sense.
like there's not a few people there going like, "Shut up, let the man talk."
Yeah, get
Everyone's
him,
going like,
Chet.
"There's kids." He's like, "Kids, I'll knock them out."
Bring him up here. I'll hit him like bowling pins.
I don't think one time, and I'm not saying he hasn't said it to him.
Yeah.
I think for not one moment has Tom Hanks ever been proud of this kid.
There's just moments where he goes, "What?"
He is a turd on the shoe of that family. I mean, he's always involved in something not Hanksy.
The opposite
That
of
family,
Hanksy.
he could just sit home and count money.
Yeah.
If he was just a good person, good kid, and just like chilled and did his thing,
If he just worked at
his dad, he could have been his dad's assistant and got a fluff job doing jack nothing. You know
If
what I
he
mean?
was just worked at T-Mobile, was like a good guy, and you're like, "Do you
A
know
manager at T-Mobile,
Chester-"
exactly. He makes his pocket money, and his dad would pay for everything else. His dad's got bottomless money, so it's not, you know what I mean. Like the other kids are pretty
if you-
successful.
Even if you wanted to limit him, and he goes, "You just get castaway money," he
Yeah,
would be okay.
you're right.
That's
So he doesn't have to worry about money. But I think his dad.
Colin gets the Gump money.
I think they still throw money at him, but he just is.
There's a report he was cut off.
He's oh yeah, that's right, there was. But I mean, he's just idle hands, and he just has no idea what to do. And then by the time anybody paid attention to his horrible music, he was like kind of aging out of it. You know what I mean? And then like, I don't know, man. What a bizarre guy.
I will say, doesn't it kind of make him a real ass dude that he could just be chilling with money and he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna make some shit of myself, even though it's dumb.
Sort of again, but he's got the Corey Feldman problem. Zero self-awareness. Like he thinks he rules.
Yeah.
I think he rules.
I'm over here thinking he rules. Let's watch the rest of this.
Well, you know what's funny? If I could make my own decisions, wouldn't trade lives with him in a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? Like,
if it doesn't affect him,
I'm not saying I have to go the same path as him. I just get to be whatever Chet Hanks is the world. I'm Chet Hanks. I would have played it way different.
I would trade because we live the same life, but he has money.
Yeah.
You go curse at kids about God.
I don't know. I
just can do it. I only have to do it at the park though. Go to a playground, start cursing out kids on a seesaw.
The question is, do you just trade just so Tom Hanks is your dad? What a fun couple Christmases. I mean, 8 to 12 had to slap.
Oh yeah.
8 to 12 years old in Chet Hanks' life, and your dad's Woody in Toy Story.
I bet Tom Hanks is mean at home.
Oh, okay. All right. I like this theory.
Get in your room, you idiot.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
I'll pay for all this. Ding, ding, ding.
Dan's in the weeds.
Ding, ding.
Dan's out in the weeds with these curse
I'm
words.
at 8 right now, dude. I'm smoking you. I'm a bad boy. Everyone knows I'm the Bonfire bad boy. I'm so sorry that
I'm so sorry, Jesus. I do believe in Jesus.
Oh, sweet baby lamb, Jesus.
And if you don't like it, F you.
F you right in your stupid effing face.
Go on, play.
And you're thinking, oh man, he probably thinks he's so much fucking better than me. Fuck this guy. Like that kook that was up here a few seconds ago. I don't care. Today.
This sounds like he got on stage right after he found it. He goes, they're like, how you doing? He's like, man. He's like, my hotel room wasn't ready. My flight was delayed a half hour. He goes, I got my stuff here with me.
Yeah.
They go, well, go out there and motivate, man. He goes, yeah, I can't even. Can I get something to eat first? Like, we kind of need you to go on now. Oh, I'll go on now.
This is Chet Hanks falling down. I'm the bad guy? I'm the bad guy.
I love it. He's like, what's everything?
Yeah.
Why does your customs take so long? What am I going to do in Canada?
I honestly thought Winnipeg was much less. This is way too flat for me. I can't take this place.
Anyway, F you, F your kids. God rips.
God,
later.
God's top dog. You could suck this Hanks bag.
If you can't talk without cursing, I feel like that's
Well,
a sign of
Jacob.
you have no command of the English language.
He's right.
Well, Jacob.
I
Low
understand.
intelligence to me.
Here's
you
the thing.
Can't talk without.
We're voluntarily curse on this show.
Yeah,
and
totally.
Speak because it
I
is.
know. That's I'm not.
No, I know.
I'm not-
I understand what you're saying. I'm saying what's more shocking to me about this is not that he doesn't know how to. It's that seeing the crowd's react. This is a true narcissist. Seeing the crowd's reaction, not liking it. He doesn't want people to hate him. He wants people to like him. He's just like nothing about him is seeing like, let me switch it up a minute because they're not listening to me at all.
Oh, yeah, let me change up the tune because it's not going well when that dad threatened to fight me.
Yeah,
If I was like,
you
hey,
can't
I'm going to
pivot.
open up with my my new anal joke, and I go out there and they go, I forgot, the whole audience is 65 and over. I go, oh, well, I'm not going to open with that.
You know what it is? He always doubles down, no matter what. Rap, double down.
Oh, yeah, when he had the
Anything.
accent, he came back and he goes, I always talk Jamaican.
Dude, he really did. He
That
did
was
the
his
first
response.
one.
He goes, yo, I just do that.
The first time, everyone was like, oh my God, he's speaking with a Jamaican accent. He's like, rude boy, pambalang, and just doing all these videos where you're like, oh, wow, all right.
He's like, yeah, I just do that for a while now.
So this is a classic.
And then it's over.
This is the old.
And he lives in phases, too. You get to watch. That's one thing about watching someone grow up in the limelight. You get to see their phases.
Oh, yeah, dude. What's his next one going to be?
Corey Feldman found a phase at 13 years old and kept it for his entire life.
Made him famous.
It
Stick
really
with
did. Yeah, stick with it. He goes, ain't broke, right?
He sees
that
the
true,
crowd
man?
as parents with children. He can't pivot. It's crazy.
He's
That's
got
what
the
I mean.
Jamaican accent.
Go there. Yeah, hit the Jamaican accent. He goes, I got to go back in the bag, man. You guys want to talk about God and drugs. Yes.
You be thinking God's not real, don't ya? I'm here to celebrate him. Fuck your kids, too. He keeps doing it. They're like, oh, my God, he went right for it. I still think your kids are a bunch of little bitches. Play the rest of his him being a sassy boy.
I like this guy's green hoodie and jean shorts game.
I like the wind levels in Winnipeg and the old peg.
Chet Hanks speaking at Recovery Day in Winnipeg. Is this from the beginning again? Oh, we had to start from the beginning.
I think it stopped already.
Just let it roll.
Video's over.
That was it?
And you guys got a problem with the word God? Raise your hand if you got a problem with the word God.
Then you know what,
You got
Jay?
a problem with the word God?
You got a problem with it?
Well, how do you
Jay?
use it? I use it like Gary Busey. God stands for guarding opposite directions.
Gotta remember everything. I forgot Gary Busey loves an acronym.
Oh, that was the best.
Yeah, on that
Stern
show.
used to have somebody call in and do it, and he would just give like, he's like, that's what anthropology's about. Anthropology is always. It's like these long words.
That's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
What was that
Stands for.
Yeah, stands for Sundays under.
Well, I'm sure there was an Impractical Jokers thing once. It's my favorite Sal reaction ever on the show. Was when he has an acronym. I forget what it is. Like he shows them an acronym and asks someone to like figure out what it is. And some girl just says the most insane thing, but he's doing that almost what that girl tried to do on America's Got Talent. Like he's going along with her. He's like, angels always looking over, and whatever it made no sense. There was like angels always looking over elevators, dimensional whirlwind, and when he says the last word, he goes dimensional whirlwind. He's like, so yeah, that's that. Like you would love it so much. It's this basic like, so you want to buy those tickets or what?
It's a salesman technique. Oh, look at that.
It was really funny.
Do we want to play the? Oh, let's finish the. I think.
Yeah, play Channing.
Did you guys see this caption on here? Apparently, we haven't checked in with him in a while because his self-mastery program is now about walking in alignment with your higher self when you quit.
Hell yeah.
You think he's a guy who says like you can't whack off or something? You think he's going anti-whack off?
Like straight edge?
Yeah.
Only sex, and he fucks 5 times a day.
Yeah. Just humps like a rabbit.
You missed out, Lou.
I'm sick of hearing Kanye West keeps talking about his porn addiction. It keeps coming up now. I had a porn addiction. He goes, yeah, welcome to the world, dude.
It's called growing up with the internet breaking.
Yeah, it's called being alone for 15 minutes with a laptop.
Also, we were the last analog to digital. So we really celebrated it.
Yeah,
It seems like from his music that Kanye may have had an addiction to having Kim make porn with him.
Oh, yeah, really. I got to tell you this. Christine.
That'd be crazy. Because there's that rumor that, it's not a rumor. Ray J said that Kris Jenner made them refilm the sex tape so Kim looked better.
I'll tell you this. He retouched it.
She was like,
get a remaster?
She made him film it another time and then picked which one looked better.
Yeah, that's what he says, right?
Yeah, that's what Ray J was saying.
I'll tell you this. You say what you want about Chet Hanks. If this guy could take Christine on a we just met, let's go to Jamaica vacation, Louis J. Gomez style in a heartbeat.
Oh, my God.
She'd hop on a plane. She goes, even if he sucks, I'll bang that for a weekend.
Yeah.
He's a himbo.
Total himbo.
himbo.
Yeah.
Absolute himbo. Himbo, that it's covered up with a lot of stuff, but it's absolutely there.
A wimbo.
Yeah.
A wigga himbo.
Yeah, he's best of both worlds, dude.
Justin's got a thing coming for himbos that made me laugh so hard. He just texted me last night. He's working on the list of all-time himbos. And why it's just, I could read it in Justin voice, but like, just because the name is like Marlon Brando, Teen Wolf. It's like something, it was all culminating in like the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, dude.
But it's just like a funny, like, Justin's so funny in that, like, laughing at himself for it. Just,
Yeah.
like, the list of himbos made me laugh. Damn, guy got in shape, huh?
Oh, yeah, we got to take another break.
Look at him 12-packing.
Do we want to hit
Look at
this?
us.
Let's do a run through real quick. So we
Of
Chet Hanks, just so we don't leave
Yeah,
it on
make
the
sure we hear
table.
the end.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over yourself.
Damn.
And I mean that with love, brother.
Yes, brother.
If you want to drink fucking knockoff RC Cola or real motherfucking Coke,
Real crowd
every
stinks,
step that led me to here on this stage talking to you guys is through the grace of God.
True that.
Yeah, okay. Take your kids. Watch your fucking mouth.
Oh.
Come on up here, buddy.
Come up here, brother.
I don't
You should have
think
said
you
brother.
Yeah.
This kid's here.
Yeah.
Is there, brother?
See, I'm used to this shit, you guys. Pardon my language for the children, but I speak from the heart and I
He's
speak
definitely
bluntly.
bummed that it's empty. He wasn't told that. He wasn't told no one cares, nobody wants to show up. Also, that's a funny question to ask at a sober thing. He goes, you guys want to drink RC Cola or you want to drink real effing Pepsi? And it's like, booze.
I want hooch, dude. I want some
Moonshine.
I want some MD 2020.
30% alcohol beers, man.
Why don't you give me some tall boys, and then I'll help you fight whatever parents you want.
All right, is that all of it?
If you don't want your children to be exposed to profanity, then just take them somewhere else right now, respectfully.
The children's
Well, I
area is
didn't
about
share
50
that with
meters
anybody.
away.
Respectfully.
I tried to blend in and not have anybody. I never advertised that shit. I didn't want anybody to know because I just wanted to be treated like everybody else. But I'm telling you now,
Oh,
if
he's
you
talking
guys
about
are
being a
looking at me
Hanks.
right now and you're thinking, oh man, he probably thinks he's so much fucking better than me. Fuck this guy. Like that kook that was up here a few seconds ago.
By the way, the performer before him
I
was a
don't
drag
care.
queen from the Drag Race, from RuPaul's Drag Race.
No.
That's what he just said on screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that kook?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he said?
Oh, is that what he said? Like that kook before me?
Yeah.
That's what we saw. Oh, yeah. So that's what it lined up with.
Yeah.
Like that kook up here, a drag queen.
Oh, that's what he said. I thought it was an Asian guy he was talking about.
Yeah.
It's wrong word. We gotta take a break.
Yeah, we got to take our last break.
Word.
Going to come back to Crack Amico. Big J is in Florida this weekend. At the
right.
South, I always want to say Fort Lauderdale, and I know I'm wrong because you're not. You're at the West Palm Beach Improv this Thursday
Time
through
permitting
Saturday.
tour.
Justin Silver bringing the real heavy middle, and then maybe Jay closes it out. This Thursday through Saturday, Improv at West Palm
Depends if he
Beach.
decides to get off. I mean, the light's a suggestion to that guy.
That really is. We're going to see if he stretches. After that, he's going to be in Las Vegas with Ari Shaffir and Kim Congdon. Columbus, Ohio, Madison, Wisconsin. For tickets and other tour dates, visit bigjcomedy.com. Also, Crack Amico's album is out right now. Go download it, rate, review, and surprise. White Trash Jesus. It's on Spotify and other all streaming platforms. Subscribe to his YouTube channel where you can get the whole album. And he's going to be at Skankfest.
Nice, yeah. Performing at Skankfest.
Hell yeah, that'll be awesome.
At Crack Amico, RAP, on Twitter and Instagram. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
I know what it is. She's biracial. She's a biracial girl. She's biracial. She's a biracial girl. She's a biracial girl. Made from a rainbow world. A pretty sight to see.
Oh, man. I'm telling you right now, Crack Amico
Can you turn that
with
to
Sean
monitor so I can
Fury.
see some moves? I want to see some of these moves.
With Sean Fury on the hook.
I'd love to.
Oh, my God. Have him as your Nate Dogg?
Or Summer Rain.
Well, I mean, that we can arrange.
Thinks the world's gone mad.
She has to choose one side.
I love the pop locking.
That sweater though.
I gotta really put together a montage, Dan, for you, because I still check a bunch of public access television.
Yeah, I know.
And I mean,
you showed me some great stuff.
I forgot. Me and Christine got one with this lady. She's like a cancer survivor who used to do like club music and just go. It's just like someone's auntie on some show, and they go sing your sexy songs, and she's just like singing her clubs.
You showed me the clip.
That one?
Yeah, and she's doing the dances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love public access TV.
It's great. Well, Sean Fury. I love Sean Fury.
Yeah, who don't, dude? Guy almost knocked out Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, just so you know, you're on notice. You almost got dropped, dude.
Guy took it to Tyson. Welcome back to the Bonfire, SiriusXM Faction Talk 103. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J Oakerson. Joining us, Crack Amico, new album, White Trash Jesus, out now. Go follow him on YouTube. He's a Louis J. Gomez prodigy. That's what I would call him. He's in the stable, dude. He's in the Gomez stable.
He's in the stable. If they went to jail together, they'd have to fight back to
Yeah.
back like John Woo movies.
I'm in Lewis's Angels.
Yeah, dude, you're his mangel. I would say you're Lewis's mangel. He's gonna marry you.
Zach's
yeah.
the mangel.
Yeah.
Zach's definitely the
Oh,
mangel.
yeah, you're right. We can't do that. And it's also your father. They're your father and mother. That's how
Mom, Pa. You were going to do a verse for us here live on the air, you said, before we had to wrap up.
Yeah.
This is
So
our last live of the week.
this one is one that I threw on the album, and to describe the album, like part of it, of course, is in like the Gas Digital, Skanks, all that shit universe,
Yeah.
podcast universe. But some are just some dope kind of songs I threw out there, just to.
Well, you're good, man, so I believe in it. I already like it.
Damn,
Haven't heard a word yet.
Yeah, we're very spoiled this week because tomorrow's episode we're with Marcus King Band, and then we're getting live music today from Crack Amico. It's a good week.
Coming off a hip hop vibe.
And you got
night.
you got a bag of porn yesterday.
I did.
I will say I'm sorry I'm not Marcus King. He fucking rocks.
Dude, he rocks.
It's
He does rock.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Don't you apologize.
But don't
War
ever
Pigs, his
apologize.
War Pigs, holy shit.
Oh yeah,
I haven't heard him do it. He does a
You
version.
got to check it out, YouTube.
His voice is killer.
It's unbelievable.
And he shreds. Killer.
Dean's at the stand tonight, so I think Marcus might be there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wonder if he's gonna be like, "You guys are making fun of me." Just drops me.
Are you using an original beat that you made?
This beat, okay, so this is actually, by the way, a YouTube exclusive. It's not on Spotify because of the beat I used. I used the 8 Mile beat, what I like to call it, but it's the Shook Ones Part 2 beat, and the song is called The Wigga Cypher. I got some other
Deep, dude.
handsome white boys to be on the song with me, and
Wow.
spit my verse from it. A little
Hell
more,
yeah.
little more lyrical. So
Nice.
Good day to weather mob.
Fire
Deep.
away. Good day to wear the Mob Deep shirt.
hell yeah. Can you turn me up a little bit?
For all the kills and $100 bills.
I got no snare in my headphones.
For real. Got no feelings.
Yeah. Me and this bitch. Hey. Bonfire. Big with the top behind me. Yeah. Hey. Purely carnivorous, heart of an arch nemesis, brain of a starfish, just over the bar, gymnast, levitate like I'm limitless, steal your soul like a scimitar, sinister pot sticking and listen to pots whistling, coke's doper than chokes from a dope victim while comatose from a dose as he's choking his own chicken. I'm in a whole different genus, suck on the whole of my penis, whole team hit your girl, now you hope that hoe never see us. It's simple, not complicated, why you discombobulated, ain't you been taught not to bother the doc while he's operating, control your operation, got your hoe oscillating on my dick, the beat is quick but please don't lose your concentration. Got an A in hydroponics, bubonic plague flow. I be skipping like I'm Sonic. To be honest, want a problem? Check your teeth like orthodontist. That's a promise. So is anything I'm planning to accomplish. My accomplice is the chronic as I'm polishing a naked Pocahontas. Don't want drama, so menage is what I promise. Went out to my garage just to talk to Dale Earnhardt Jr. Of course, his father couldn't make the turn smart. Fit for 5 stats. That's what happens when you earn smart. Bitch, I'm prophesizing. Just listen as I discern art. Leonardo, Mona Lisa, how I keep my stilo. Coach the game like Rick Pitino, Kobe on the free throw. Whole crew behind me. Mamacita, give me top hat, no stymie. Born in Carolina, so I'm rolling up the pine tree. Got me road running, keep an eye out for the Wileys. Trying to hit a lick on my team, that's unlikely. We gon' leave him seated on the floor like Spike Lee. Leave his shirt red like Supreme, but it used to be a white tee. Shot wounds turn him to a hype beast. And if you're feeling brave like Atlanta fans, these hammer clips make you hit the hammer dance in your pajama pants. I could put the strap down and serve you hand to hand. Call me out my name, I leave you calling out for ambulance. My aunt fantastical hitting you with the calico, then hit your main bitch from the front and back like a palindrome. Tell him lies, make him disappear like Alex Jones. Breaking bad like Walter White with multiple cellular phones. I stay winning, you getting played by the same women. Pay attention, iced up in all black like I'm Wayne Simmons, that's the main difference. Flyer than Philadelphia, go ham, got enough mozzarella to fill a deli up. It's crack.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Holy moly. Damn,
awesome.
dude.
Damn, that was
great.
good.
The best part was Jacob being in the back of it the whole time. I hope he was in the
That,
shot the
and
whole
yeah,
time.
he was bumping his head,
Yeah.
and when you hit the Dale Earnhardt lines, he was like, okay. Dude, that was fantastic.
R.I.P. Dale.
Really good.
R.I.P. number 3.
That was so good.
That was
Black
great.
Lou, your
Thank you,
black
guys.
nod? Does he get a black nod for that?
Absolutely.
Nice.
That's
Hell yeah.
terrific.
You're in.
That was terrific. I like he put his mask back up. Terrific.
And I also, just real quick, this will take like 10 seconds. I thought of something on the way here. You know how Jake has been dealing with his rat and roach problem?
Yeah.
I thought of a little thing that's based on the song by Snoop Dogg, "Drop It Like It's Hot."
Mm-hmm.
It goes, "If the rat's in the crib, man, drop 'em like batat, drop 'em like batat, drop 'em like batat."
That will catch. That simplicity is going to catch really hard.
Yeah.
Drop it like batat, because people will fill in the blank on anything before that.
If you're sick of AGT videos, drop it like batat. Drop it like batat. Drop it like batat.
And I heard a clip I hadn't heard the other day, and I just want to say I'm glad Jacob is brave enough to say about New York what we were all thinking.
What, the stinks?
Too many fucking, we can't curse, but in this city.
Oh, you can curse. You're our guest.
Curse all you want. Yeah, it's garbage here right now.
Sorry, I was trying to make a joke. It bombed.
No,
Too many fucking faggots in this city.
I'm the guy
yeah,
who could
yeah.
fuck this girl. Everyone's a fucking faggot.
I fucking agree, dude.
Dude,
That time
Jacob-
somebody says the truth.
The best
It's
was when
gay heavy.
Jacob just had to come in one day and go like, just not that drop.
Yeah, it's just
Lou.
it's very out of context.
He's like, come on.
Fucking faggot.
Whoa. See, yeah, you're like, all right, come
Oh,
on.
is this Jacob busting it open?
It's just to drop it like batat.
Oh
the
yeah, there it
motorcycle,
is.
dude.
Yeah, that's the motorcycle dance.
Dude, we gotta have a Jacob versus Bobby twerk off.
Oh, man.
Bobby Hutch.
Dude, he's got a fucking thickie.
Bobby
got a
Hutch
dump?
has a dumper on him, man.
I
It's
didn't
nice.
realize there's a thing going. I didn't see it till last week at SDR's show. They just all start chanting, "Now shake that ass and let me see
Not
what
everybody.
you got." It's
Not
like
everybody.
Jay, Shannon.
Nope.
Is it just
find
you?
a moment of the show where I find an excuse to say, like, I know it looks like you're feeling a little like uncomfortable and a little uneasy. He goes, "This always calms you down, Bobby, if you wouldn't mind real quick." And then I start singing, "Shake that ass, Bobby." And Bobby just fucking is
He has
on
a
cue,
full
dude.
twerk to it.
Full twerk.
And the guy's got, can I tell you something? This means something to me. This might not resonate with you as much as it does with me. Maybe it will with you too, Black Lou, but guy doesn't have to wear a belt.
That's cool.
Doesn't wear a belt at
I've
all.
always had to wear a belt, and I'm gangly.
Yeah,
I have no butt.
I have to wear a belt.
I'm like
he doesn't have to wear a belt.
I'm
His
pants on
ass
it.
holds it up.
I'm pants on a pencil, dude.
Yeah, well, somehow I don't know. My body's built like I'm like my entire torso is all muffin top.
Your ice cream cone.
So
dude.
yeah, my screen cone. So my pants just slide off my lower body.
You're my big ice cream cone of hilarity.
A big old ice cream thing.
Dude, I love Bobby's just got a dump. I wonder if Lou right now is listening, coughing and blood into his hand. He's like,
swear
I'm
to
the
you,
one with the ass.
When they came over for Labor Day, I swear to you, I was gonna say something like, "Man, what's the thing with like my two producers over here with their fat asses?" And I was like, I don't know where DJ Lou is at. He might take a swing at me.
Dude, he wanted to fight us so bad.
It's the angriest I've ever seen. It's the angriest I've ever seen him.
When he was for real mad trying to fight.
Audience didn't even get a taste of what was happening when we went off air.
He was mad.
He's like, "Dude, I want to hit you." I'm like, "You want to hit me?"
He's like, "Just keep talking about my
Damn,
butt."
dude.
Chantix makes you homophobic.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's exactly what-
You have a fantastic ass. He goes, I don't.
It's all right. What, we got 30 seconds?
No, we have a minute and 30 seconds.
By the way, if Lou's listening, Alice in Chains is better, bro.
Fuck Pearl Jam. That's
I'd
true.
say easily have a better unplugged.
Well, he is listening because he's only lost his smell and taste.
He can't hear you. Is that his 90th Pearl Jam concert?
He's
And I think it is 90.
He's
Third
infecting.
Third this week.
He's infecting most of New Jersey's
You know what
bookstore
I love,
owners.
You know what I love about a Pearl Jam audience? It's that I trust all of you guys to stay home if you're sick and do the right thing by everybody.
I know no one would bring that hellacious virus into this stadium.
He goes, one droplet could ruin this entire tour for
Honestly,
everybody else.
someone-
You know, if we have to like not move on with the tour because
If I
everyone's
even
got
knew
COVID.
you were exposed, I would hate you. And now there's a song called Better Man.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, Eddie, you hate me?
No.
He tested negative, he stayed home. That's why he's a better man." He's like, "You fucking mean, man." Crack Amico, thank you for coming in. It's been
Dude,
great.
White
Thanks for
Trash
having me,
Jesus,
guys.
dude.
White Trash Jesus album out now. Big J will be at the Improv, West Palm Beach, this Thursday through Saturday.
Next weekend, Dan's going to be in Addison. This weekend, he's kicking it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Mind
be
your
in-
business.
Mind your beeswax.
We'll catch you guys live. Enjoy Marcus King Band tomorrow.
Great episode tomorrow.
On the show, and we'll catch you guys live again on Monday.
Yeah,
Are we
we-
in studio?
We
I don't know.
We don't know. We have no idea.